Scorpio, listen closely. Because September 24th is not just another date on the calendar, it is a cosmic checkpoint, a karmic storm, a moment the universe has been preparing you for all year. And on this day, the energy does not whisper, it roars. It places 3 karmic traps directly in your path. These traps are not random. They are engineered specifically for Scorpio energy, designed to test your strength, your loyalty, your hunger for control. And make no mistake, they are dangerous. If you fall into even one, the cost is heavy. You could lose what you've been silently building for years: your wealth, your love, your destiny. Your empire could slip through your hands. A bond you thought was unbreakable could shatter. A dream you were so close to manifesting could vanish like smoke. And that's why I'm here. Because this is not a prediction, this is your final warning. But Scorpio, do not mistake this danger for doom. The same traps that threaten to destroy you also conceal the keys to your miracle. If you see through the illusion, if you dodge the traps, something extraordinary awakens within you. A breakthrough in wealth, where blocked money suddenly flows. A destined connection, where the right person finally steps forward. And a spiritual awakening so powerful, it terrifies those who once tried to silence your soul. This is not theory, it's law. Every Scorpio alive right now is walking into this cosmic trial, but only a few will rise. Only a few will refuse the bait, escape the snares, and step into the miracle. The question is, will you be one of them? Because here's the chilling truth. These traps won't look like enemies. They won't come dressed as darkness. They will arrive as light. They will arrive as opportunities, as lovers, as shortcuts. They will feel safe, familiar, almost irresistible. That's why they're so dangerous. And that's why most Scorpios fail, but not you. Not if you're here, listening right now. The fact that you've been drawn to this warning proves the universe has already chosen you for survival, for transformation. And Scorpio, this is your final chance. The clock is ticking. The storm is rising. And in just moments, I will reveal the 3 karmic traps you must avoid on September 24th. But hear me clearly, if you stay until the end, not only will you know how to dodge them, but you'll also unlock the hidden prophecy of the miracle waiting on the other side. This is your final warning and your final chance to rise. Scorpio, the date September 24th carries a secret most people will never notice. The skies will shift, the energy will tremble, and the universe will place you at the center of a rare, volatile alignment. On this day, Mars collides with the South Node, and this is no ordinary transit. Mars, your ruling planet, represents fire, war, ambition, and raw drive. The South Node is something far darker. Unfinished karmic debt, ancestral shadows, the weight of cycles you thought you escaped but never did. When Mars activates the South Node, it's like 2 forces of destiny locking horns. The result? A karmic battlefield. And you, Scorpio, are the warrior standing in the middle. Why is this dangerous? Because this alignment does not forgive ignorance. It pulls your old wounds to the surface. It tempts you with your old habits. It tests you with the very cycles you swore you had broken. It is the universe asking you one question: will you repeat the same mistakes or finally break free? Think about it. How many times have you circled back to the same pattern, the same toxic relationship, the same financial risk, the same silent enemy in your mind? This is not coincidence. These are karmic loops. And September 24th is the day those loops tighten, squeezing until you either suffocate or break out. Whisper tone, chilling. And here's the shocking part. These traps won't look like enemies. They won't storm in like villains. They'll arrive dressed as friends, as opportunities, as lovers, as shortcuts. They'll whisper, "This is safe. This is right. This is what you've been waiting for." But that's the deception. That's the bait. That's why most Scorpios fail, and yet, you are not most Scorpios. You are hearing this now because the universe is pulling you out of the fog, warning you before the storm strikes. The truth is this: September 24th will decide whether your next cycle is one of repetition or one of resurrection. It will decide if you sink into karmic debt or rise into karmic freedom. It is the turning point you've been unconsciously preparing for your entire life. But here's the power no one tells you. If you can recognize the trap, you can dodge it, and when you dodge it, you unlock the opposite. Instead of debt, you claim destiny. Instead of loss, you claim gain. Instead of betrayal, you claim loyalty. That's why this warning matters, because on September 24th, the stakes are higher than ever, and your soul is about to be tested in ways you cannot yet imagine. Listen carefully, Scorpio. Your first trap is about to reveal itself, and it's one that even the strongest often fail to escape. You were born under the sign of power, intensity, and will. You're a strategist, a commander, a soul who can bend reality with sheer determination. And most of the time, this is your greatest strength. But on September 24th, the cosmos flips that gift into a dangerous weakness. On this day, you will feel the overwhelming urge to take the wheel of destiny. You'll want to control outcomes. You'll want to control people. You'll want to control timing itself, forcing things to move faster than they are meant to. It may feel like your survival depends on pushing harder, like if you don't act now, everything will slip away. But here lies the trap. The harder you push, the more resistance you will face. Every door you try to shove open will slam shut. Every deal you try to accelerate will stall. Every person you try to bend will snap back with force. It will feel as if the universe itself is standing against you. And if you fall into this trap, you will sabotage your own success. Because what you call control is often just fear wearing armor. It's the fear of letting go, the fear of trusting divine timing, the fear that if you don't grab tight, you'll lose everything. But Scorpio, here's the paradox: the more you grip, the faster things slip away. Imagine trying to hold water in your hands. The tighter you squeeze, the more it escapes. This is the illusion of control. It tricks you into believing that force creates progress, when in reality, force creates blocks. And the universe is ruthless about this lesson. Contracts may stall, people may resist you, money may freeze in accounts, even your own body may rebel with exhaustion or illness if you try to fight the current. The message is clear. You cannot command destiny by force. The secret is surrender, not weakness, not passivity, but trust. True power is not found in forcing the river to flow. It's found in aligning with its current. When you release the grip, when you stop trying to bend the universe to your will, something miraculous happens. The river carries you. Destiny flows in. The right people arrive. The stalled opportunities unlock. The frozen money melts and moves toward you. Scorpio, your gift is transformation. But on September 24th, transformation comes through surrender, not control. And here's what makes this trap so dangerous. It won't come as an obvious challenge. It won't feel like an enemy. It will come disguised as urgency. It will feel like a small situation that demands your control. One meeting, one person, one deadline. You'll tell yourself, I need to step in. I need to fix this. I need to control it. But that impulse is the very snare. Retention. Spike. But here's the twist. The universe will test you by sending one person who triggers your impatience. It could be a boss, a partner, a stranger, someone who delays, resists, or refuses to move at your pace. And how you respond in that moment will decide everything. If you lash out, if you force, if you demand, you step right into the trap and the universe withholds the blessing. But if you breathe, if you wait, if you trust, then the universe hands you the reward. The very door you thought was locked bursts open because you chose surrender over control. Scorpio, this first trap is subtle. It feels natural. It feels familiar. You've lived your whole life using control as your weapon, but on September 24th, that weapon turns against you. Your only shield is surrender. And if you can master that, You clear the first karmic gate. You prove to the universe that you are no longer chained to fear. And when you pass this test, a hidden blessing unlocks within days. An opportunity that was frozen suddenly flows freely into your hands. Imagine this, Scorpio. You're standing in the middle of a raging storm. The wind slams against you. The rain cuts into your skin. The harder you fight, the more exhausted you become. You dig your heels into the ground. You push forward against the wind, against the chaos. But no matter how strong you are, the storm is stronger. And then something shifts. You stop resisting. You let go. And suddenly, the same wind that was pushing you back begins to carry you forward. It lifts you. It moves you exactly where you were meant to be all along. That is the hidden law of September 24th. Resistance drains you, control blocks you, but surrender guides you. This is why the universe keeps repeating the same lesson, because once you surrender, the impossible becomes possible. Doors you thought were sealed shut swing open. Opportunities you chased for years suddenly chase you. Even love, even wealth, even destiny begins flowing toward you instead of away from you. It is not weakness, it is alignment. It is not giving up, it is tuning in. And when you embody this truth, you step out of the illusion of control and into the flow of power. Pause, lower tone. But Scorpio, this is only the beginning. Because while Trap 1 attacks your urge to control, Trap 2 strikes at something even more dangerous. Not your impatience, not your ambition, but your trust. And it comes in the form of something you fear most. Betrayal. Scorpio? The second trap is betrayal, and it cuts deeper than any wound of control, because betrayal is not about enemies, it's about those closest to you. It's about the friend you trusted, the lover you gave your heart to, the partner you built your dreams with. And on September 24th, the cosmic alignment will test you here. But hear me clearly, betrayal will not come with a sword to your back. It won't be loud, obvious, or violent. It will come quietly, as a smile, a soft voice, a tempting offer. It will disguise itself as loyalty, but underneath, it carries the sting of poison. The danger, Scorpio, is not the betrayal itself. It's your reaction to it. Because you are a warrior by nature. You are intense, protective, and unafraid of revenge. When betrayed, your instinct is to strike back. Harder, sharper, more final than anyone expects. But here lies the trap. If you explode, if you lash out, if you seek revenge, you step right back into the karmic loop. You repeat the cycle. You carry the wound into another lifetime. You prove to the universe that you still have not learned the lesson of transformation. But if you remain silent, if you stay watchful, if you resist the urge to burn the betrayer in the fire of your rage, something powerful happens. The betrayer unmasks themselves, the false friend exposes their weakness, and the universe takes justice into its own hands. Because Scorpio, betrayal is not meant to destroy you, it's meant to refine you. It's meant to sharpen your vision so you can see truth from illusion. It's meant to remind you that loyalty is priceless, and only a chosen few deserve to walk with you into the next chapter of your destiny. And here's the part no one tells you. Sometimes the betrayer isn't a person at all. Sometimes the betrayer is your own shadow, your own doubt whispering lies at the worst possible moment, telling you you're not enough, convincing you to give up too soon, or seducing you into sabotaging yourself before the miracle arrives. This is the cruelest betrayal of all, the betrayal from within. So how do you break free? You don't respond with rage. You don't collapse into weakness. You rise above the test. You observe, you wait, you trust. Because when you do, the universe rewards you. The betrayer, whether external or internal, reveals themselves. The shadow is exposed. The false is removed. And what remains is truth. The kind of truth that cannot be shaken. The kind of truth that becomes the foundation for your wealth, your love, your destiny. Scorpio, betrayal doesn't have to destroy you. It can become your greatest fuel. Think of the phoenix, your eternal spirit animal. It burns in fire, it dies in ashes, but it is never truly gone. It rises, brighter, stronger, and untouchable. That's what betrayal is on September 24th. It is not the end. It is your rebirth. Because betrayal strips away illusion. It shows you who is real and who was only wearing a mask. It exposes false foundations so you can build on stone, not sand. If you let anger consume you, the ashes suffocate. But if you let wisdom guide you, the fire becomes your forge. The universe is watching to see what you do with this pain. On September 24th, betrayal is not punishment. It is purification. It is the breaking of karmic chains that have followed you for lifetimes. When you do not answer betrayal with vengeance, when you walk away with silent power, a cosmic debt clears. The karmic ledger flips in your favor, and suddenly, the miracle door begins to open. The opportunities that were locked begin to unlock. The allies you prayed for appear. The money, the love, the recognition, everything you thought was denied now rushes toward you because you chose strength over shadow. But Scorpio, don't celebrate yet, because the universe is not done testing you. The final trap is coming, and it is the most dangerous of all. It's not betrayal, it's not control, it's the sweet poison of quick gains. The third trap is disguised as opportunity, money, fame, recognition. On September 24th, Scorpio, you will be tempted with something that looks golden on the outside. An offer, a shortcut, a deal that feels like destiny landing in your lap. But here's the secret. It is too good to be true. This is the test of quick gains. It comes in many forms, someone promising overnight wealth, a lover offering pleasure with no commitment, a job or contract that feels like the easy way out. And yet, behind the glitter lies the trap, because what looks fast, easy, and effortless always demands a hidden cost. The cosmos wants to know, will you sell your soul for the cheap thrill? Will you trade your empire for crumbs? Scorpio, this is your shadow mirror. Your hunger for success is your fire. But fire uncontrolled can burn down your future. The karmic danger is this. If you chase the easy path, the universe delays the true blessing. You waste energy, you waste time, you lose alignment, and the destiny written for you, wealth, love, power, slips through your hands. But if you resist, if you hold back when the fake blessing appears, something incredible happens. Retention. Spike, here's the twist. Hidden inside this trap is a gift. If you reject the illusion, the real blessing is released. Within 72 hours, you'll notice the shift. A door opens that was locked. A message or call comes with real opportunity. Money flows in from an unexpected source. Because the universe always rewards patience and wisdom. The fake blessing is only there to make sure you're ready for the real one. So, when temptation knocks on September 24th, pause, breathe, ask yourself, is this real destiny? Or is this bait? Scorpio, the difference between the two decides everything. One choice binds you to more cycles of pain. The other elevates you into your breakthrough season. And remember, your destiny was never meant to be rushed. It was meant to be earned through wisdom, through courage, through trust. Resist the quick gain, and the universe places in your hands the lasting treasure. But this leads us to the final and most important truth. You've seen the traps, you've faced the tests. Now comes the question, how do you break free completely? So what happens if you dodge all three traps? What if, on September 24th, Scorpio, you resist control, betrayal, and temptation? The answer is astonishing. First, a financial door opens. Something owed to you, delayed for months, maybe even years, suddenly clears. It could be money, a job offer, an investment paying back, or even a chance you thought was gone forever. The universe balances the scales. Second, a person from your soul tribe arrives. This isn't random, this is divine timing. They come with wisdom, opportunity, or love. This one connection changes everything because it's aligned, destined, and meant to elevate you. Third, your intuition spikes like never before. You'll sense betrayal before it happens. You'll recognize opportunities before they appear. You'll feel future events in your bones. It's like the veil between you and destiny lifts. Scorpio, this is the reward of passing the karmic test. But let's go deeper. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a cliff. Behind you is the old world, the cycles of pain, betrayal, and delay. Ahead is the vast unknown, wealth, love, destiny. The universe is saying, leap. But the leap isn't blind, it's guided. The moment you step forward in faith, the bridge appears beneath your feet. This is what dodging the traps unlocks. It's not just about avoiding danger. It's about awakening your true timeline, the one written for you since birth. Think about it. How many times in your life have you felt blocked, betrayed, or delayed? How many times did it feel like something invisible was holding you back? Those weren't punishments, they were lessons. They were rehearsals for this moment. Because September 24th is the reset. The karmic wheel spins one last time, and you're either chained to it or you break free and rise above it forever. And when you rise, the shift is undeniable. Money flows not in drips, but in waves. Love enters not in chaos, but in clarity. Power comes not in fear, but in faith. But Scorpio, here's the catch. The universe doesn't hand out miracles easily. Every blessing is guarded by a final lock. And the key to that lock is hidden in plain sight. But the universe doesn't hand miracles easily. There's one final twist you must hear. The real danger isn't just the traps. It's forgetting that you were chosen for this test. Most people will fail. Most will fall into the illusion of control, trying to force life and watching it slip away. Most will collapse under betrayal, letting anger poison their spirit. Most will chase quick gains, trading destiny for crumbs. But Scorpio, you're not most people. You were born under the sign of transformation. You were designed to walk through fire without burning, to shed skins, to rise from ashes, to thrive where others fall. This is your edge. Where others see obstacles, you see initiation. Where others drown in chaos, you find clarity. The universe chose you because it knows you can hold the weight of this test. Your soul was forged in intensity. Your wounds, your scars, your shadows, they weren't punishments, they were training. And now, on September 24th, every scar becomes armor. Every lesson becomes a weapon. Every betrayal becomes fuel for your rise. This is the final twist. The test isn't about avoiding pain. It's about proving to yourself that nothing can stop you. Not people, not delays, not illusions. Because when you remember who you are, the traps dissolve like smoke. Scorpio, you were never meant to crawl. You were meant to fly, Scorpio. September 24th is your final warning. The universe is not subtle, it is loud, direct, and urgent. 3 karmic traps stand before you, each one designed to test the very core of your soul. Control, the illusion that you can force life to bend to your will. Betrayal, the shadow of deception from others, or even yourself. Quick gains, the temptation to trade destiny for the illusion of instant reward. Each trap alone can derail your path, but if you navigate all 3, if you resist, wait, and rise above, the universe delivers the miracle written in your stars. Imagine it, Scorpio. A financial door opening that was locked for months. A soul connection appearing that shifts your life forever. Your intuition becoming razor sharp, seeing the truth before anyone else. The power to walk through life untouchable, unstoppable, unstoppable. This is not fantasy. This is your reality, waiting to be claimed, if you dare to rise. The question now is simple, but critical. Will you rise like the phoenix or fall like the rest? Because the choice is yours. The universe has handed you the key. September 24th is the ignition point. One decision separates the ones who thrive from the ones who repeat cycles. So, Scorpio, hear me clearly. If you are ready to claim your destiny, your power, your breakthrough, comment below. I dodge the traps and don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with every Scorpio who needs to hear this cosmic warning, because timing is everything, and your time is now. Remember, the traps are real, the tests are unavoidable, but the rewards, the miracle that waits on the other side, are beyond anything you've ever imagined. Rise above, step into your destiny, and watch as September 24th becomes the day your life transforms forever.